Hello, IK World. This is Elphaba again on server 21. There's my farm. There's my main. And today I am going to talk to you about artifacts on my main that's on server 134. Artifacts unlocked a couple weeks ago, and there's a lot of questions people have about how they work from people who haven't played before. So this is for folks like them. So it's the basics, and I'm gonna kind of have to jump around to different accounts to show you everything I need to show you, because I'm kind of low on artifact type things in various ways in various accounts. So we'll look at different things in different accounts. So first thing is artifacts are made in the forge here. Once you've unlocked artifacts on your server, you get that extra button that takes you here, and over here are all the artifact possibilities for your server. Once you get to a later season, you get some more. This account is on season 3, so I have all kinds of extra ones that you may not have. But regardless, the ones up here that are filled in are ones that you have enough materials to forge. The ones down here are lacking something. But even if you're lacking that particular artifact, you can click on it and see what it needs. There's 3 things that every artifact needs. It needs the schematic blueprints, and it needs 2 different kinds of materials. And different artifacts require different combinations of materials. Now, over here, once you forge some, they'll show up in here. I have a couple I have not equipped because I haven't unlocked those artifact slots on those commanders, but there's some special specialty commander artifacts that you get later on in the game, and I've already forged a couple of those. You can see that these are equipped because they have the little helmet icon, so they're already on an immortal. Now, where do you get these things that you need to use to make an artifact? Well, one place to look for what you might already have is in the Other tab in your pack. And the first few chests in your pack are usually resources. And toward the end, you'll see that there are some artifact things. These are the schematics. And that is a materials. No, that's the schematics. So I don't have any materials left in this account, which is why we'll have to take a tour of my accounts to show you everything. But once you've forged an artifact, there are a couple things to keep in mind. The highest quality artifact, the epic artifacts, can go one of 2 ways when you forge them. You can get the ability to develop the artifact if it has that special red color to it and an extra glow to it. That's a magic artifact with a special glow that can be developed. But this one down here, you see it doesn't have that extra color, that extra glow, and if I click develop, it tells me it can't be developed. And there's no way to control which way it's going to turn out. It's just luck. And it's not the end of the world if you roll one of the ones that doesn't glow, because you can use it in the meantime. You can upgrade it. You just can't develop it. And developing can give you better stats. And every time you develop it, it takes more artifacts to feed it. These slots right here, like I can put those 2 into the slot, and I could develop it if I was willing to lose those artifacts, which I'm not. But in order to develop it, you have to have the same quality artifact. You have to have other epic artifacts to develop an epic artifact, and it's only epics that develop the the other qualities do not. These do not. But you can upgrade an artifact with any quality. So if I were to take off a lower quality artifact like Oh, purple. There's a purple one. So if I take that one off, I could use it to upgrade a higher quality artifact. And I can upgrade with any type of artifact. There's attack type, support type, magic type. I can also develop with any type. It doesn't have to match. The only thing that has to match to develop is that it needs to be the same quality level. So epic needs epic. So let's put that artifact back so I don't accidentally consume it, because I don't have a replacement yet. So you've got your different levels. You've got your epics, your elites, your uncommon, your common. So you've got that, but also with the elites, again, there's that two different types. There's the glow and the not glow. There's the can develop and there's the not developable. So from the standpoint of materials, you can transmute them in the same place that you transmute gold. There they are, and there's different levels for those as well. And they cost a lot, so, plan ahead. You don't have to use the default 10 that comes up. You can, do 1, but it does always default to 10, so don't let that scare you. Now, going to another account, one of my farms. This one, I just got enough fragments to be able to unlock an artifact slot just yesterday. So when you have all 7 stars filled in and there's a little padlock, it means you don't have quite enough fragments of that immortal to unlock the slot. You need 120 extra fragments to unlock the slot on an epic immortal. And once you can unlock it, it gets a little red dot and it shows you, hey, you have enough and you could unlock it. Now, this is a farm. I'm not going to unlock it because I'm not going to fool with artifacts on a farm. But that's what it looks like when you can unlock it. You can check them by clicking the little lock to see how many you're missing. If you don't have the stars, though, it's not going to even show you the lock. So you have to have all 7 stars filled in to even think about unlocking that artifact slot. Now, from the standpoint of materials, there's a materials chest. You can fuse 3 low-quality materials to make the next higher quality. So 3 greens make a blue, 3 blues make a purple, 3 purples make a gold. And most of these packs are going to be your schematics, but there's another materials one. So just to illustrate the point, I could... And let me see, there was one that I thought about making, which I already have the materials for, so it doesn't really matter which one I do. But I could get, let's do that one. I could get 3 of those. And then I could fuse 3 of them at the purple to make 1 of the gold. So definitely go through these packs and see what you have and think about quantities of 3, because that's how they combine. Other places to get materials and fragments, well, you can get them in the market. There's a schematic fragment, there's a artifact material, so you can, but they're always, those philosopher's stones and gems are hard to come by, so you gotta decide whether it's worth it to you to get them in here when there's other places that you can get them for less. the best place to get them is by completing the 4th floor of your Mysterium. The 4th floor of your Mysterium will give you some lower quality schematics that you can upgrade, and occasionally you will get the best quality chest at the end. It just depends on your power. The higher your power, the more likely you are to get that epic chest for your choice of schematic fragment. So another place to get them is in the Battle of Wisteria event. So go to your calendar and scroll around and see if it's upcoming. We just finished one last weekend, so it's not going to be in here. But in my other account, it is still running. So Battle of Wisteria is still running on this server. And you can see that I've already completed level 2 and level 3. It's the first time we've gotten Wisteria on this server because, like I said, we just got our artifacts within the last 2 weeks. And once enough people at a level complete that level, your alliance can summon a boss, and then everybody can hit that boss. So there's 15 people on that one, but on this one we're lacking 8 more people. There's only 12 out of the 20 that are needed to summon the higher level boss. Now when your alliance does summon a boss, especially if it's one of the lower ones, you want to make sure that everyone uses a 1-troop march. What does that mean? It means that you do not have that auto checked. It means you go to allocate. It means you change these to only have 1 troop. Now, why in the world would you want to do this? Well, because those easier bosses are going to die very quickly. And if you have 20, 30 people all show up to do that boss, they all want rewards, and they will not get a reward if they don't land at least 1 hit on that boss. So if you can make a 1-troop march, then everybody is able to land a hit on that boss and get those rewards before it dies. Now, yeah, you might have to hit it again with a full march, but you want to hit it the first time with that 1-troop march so that everybody who's participating gets rewards before it dies. And let's see, in this account, I have not unlocked any artifacts at all. You can see I'm just starting out with that on this account, and it tells me how many I'm lacking in order to unlock those slots. But that doesn't mean I can't go ahead and start working on getting some artifacts made, because that can be time consuming, because again, it takes a lot of resources, especially at those higher levels, to be able to get those materials. It also takes some time in the Mysterium to get enough of the fragments to be able to fuse them. So let's look and see what I've got in this account. I have some elite fragments. I have some epic fragments. I don't have nearly enough epics to make a fused artifact. It takes 60. And it takes less of those elites. So let's see if I have enough elites to make at least that kind of artifact. I don't have any purples up here. You can see that I've already fused one. I just need to get materials, which I don't have the resources for at the moment. But notice that this one has that extra little banner on it, and I'm sure it says something, but it's very difficult to read on a phone. So I think it says, let's see, composable. Yes, composing. That's when you fuse materials together. So let's see how many I could compose. Well, I have 3 purples. That means I can compose 1 of the golds. But I would then need to get 5 more at that level, plus 2 more of that other one. And I'm pretty low on resources in this account. So let's see if I can even make one, because that also takes time. So even if you're just making one, go ahead and make one. It's an hour. So that way you're not waiting, 6 hours, 12 hours for materials to get made later on. Now, other places to get materials, I said Mysterium, I said the Wisteria event, I said the market. The other place to get materials is in your golden path. It's a lot of these rewards in that top line are either materials or fragment chests, and there might even be some extras down here when you purchase one of the upgrades, which I always do on my main. So there's a very nice schematic chest for the epic type of fragments that I would need to fuse an artifact. So that is your next source. And they do take time. I didn't fool with my artifacts for a couple months after they were available on my first account, so I'm a little bit behind. Don't do that. Go ahead and start working on them as soon as you can. I know that you're prioritizing getting your account leveled up in other ways, and you've got resource needs to upgrade that castle and everything else, but try and decide who is your most important commander, who is that immortal that is the most important in your march, like Wu. So Wu is going to be the one that I unlock first. She's going to be the one I make an artifact for first, and I'm going to just focus on that until I get that done, and then worry about the next one. And like I say, start as early as you can. And I hope this has helped you understand the basics of artifacts. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.